Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are jumping into a project that is necessary. We are going to be fixing the Watermaker.
These are pretty fragile, so we want to be careful with these.
The membranes have lasted several years, but they are toast. They no longer make water, and we have now filled our tanks up with salt water.
Great.
So today I'm going to put a timer on screen so you can see how long it actually takes from
Oh, no way!
from the very first step to the final last step, and everything in between with minimal cuts so you can get a feel from the comfort of your own home how uncomfortably long this took. Camera strapped to my chest, let's go. Years ago, when we installed our Watermaker under our forward mattress, a lot of people told us it was a terrible idea. Hard to access, impossible to maintain, a bold commitment to future regrets. Up until now, I wholeheartedly disagreed with the naysayers. Sure, it's a little harder to get to the pre-filters, it's a little bit noisy, there's a little bit of vibration, but it has to live somewhere. And that seemed like a really good place. Up until now, because now I am considering revisiting my strongly held position. Luckily, all I really need to access today are the two 40-inch membrane housings. These hold the functional heart of the system. They are also the most expensive part of this system. Each of these membranes runs anywhere from $400 to well over $1,000. And before I started this job, I shopped around, and I was actually quoted $1,500 for a single membrane in Mallorca. So that's the ultimate goal today, not buy new membranes or really anything. And it's not because I think I can save the old ones, they're well and truly toast, but because I already have a set of spares that I've been hauling around for years now.
Hey Jade, can you give me my orange bucket?
When we got the Seawater Pro kit, the membranes came pre-installed in these blue housings, the membrane housings. I mounted them, ran the hoses, ran the wiring, and it really just worked. Props at the guys at Seawater Pro for that. But also, I trusted that ignorant past me a little more than present me feels comfortable admitting.
So far, no. These are the membranes. Just gotta break it open.
Getting the housings uninstalled went shockingly smoothly. With minimal water in the bilge, I'm feeling pretty confident so far. This is all going really well.
It's probably gonna be that one.
It is. I probably could have done this job solo, but since our friends David and Hull are visiting, I'll put the extra hands and brains to work in an attempt to reduce my likelihood of expensive character development.
No, is this one not good?
It is, but we're gonna need two. It's made in America, so I don't know. See what they use.
To replace the membranes, which are securely held inside of the housings, all we have to do now is remove the end caps. That means finding the right tools, undoing the threaded rods, and then applying some calibrated, controlled persuasion.
Oh, they're bolted together. Who did that?
Who built this thing?
Getting all of these little nuts and bolts off was a bit of a pain. This is something that I'm really glad I don't have to do very often.
Did you ever watch Adolescence? I know we talked about it. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. It was each episode was a single take. All right, now we can get this.
Back.
Little more room to work now. At least on my side. You got hoses on yours. So a lot of Watermakers, they're like super all like in a self-contained box. You drop it in. This one is a lot more modular. So you can buy one of these, two of these. It's okay, my nut's coming off here. And then they have a couple different options of pumps if you want a 110 or 220 or 12 volt. And so you can kind of just piece it together and then they just kind of help you.
Is it from the States or Florida?
Yeah, from Florida. We might need a real hammer. These are pretty fragile, so we want to be careful with these.
Okay. And you're replacing something that's inside of this?
Yeah, there's an element on the inside. Do you want to spin it? Are you good?
Well, they're connected pretty tight. Can you? I can just lift it up.
Okay, here, slide it towards you. You can put it off the end of the table.
I don't know the actual lifespan of a membrane. I've read in different forums that sometimes it's a few years, sometimes it's 10 plus years, and sometimes it can last a lifetime. I don't know if that lifetime is just because people didn't use them, or maybe they were just nicer to their membranes. Regardless, once we get all of these bolts out that are just holding the end caps onto the housings, we should be good to go.
I know. Can you dole that down a little bit?
It's really great.
Wait, down to those vice grips.
Get back here. Back here.
But I could go swimming, you wouldn't even be able to stop me.
I am 100% confident you should not need a hammer to disassemble this piece. And so I got the smallest hammer that I have.
Yeah, I got us a baby hammer. That way we can't do too much damage.
Really all I need it for is to get these threaded rods past the corrosion.
Just have to get past that corrosion.
And I guess I also need the smallest hammer to get off the end cap.
On the bottom,
We'll also call it because of corrosion, not just because I'm weak.
something.
With the first cap off, I'm able to just reach in and grab the membrane and yank it out. I'm not worried about damaging these membranes because they are used and abused well and truly perished.
Pull it towards you a little bit.
What you can't experience through this video is the smell.
All right, there's one.
And so far so good with everything.
Is this fiberglass inside?
I don't know what it is. Kind of looks like it, huh?
It does.
Okay, I'm gonna grab our new one. That way we just put it right back in and, get them
We have to
backwards.
hose this out usually.
That's not a bad idea. If only we had some water. It's really not that dirty.
I don't know what membranes are supposed to smell like, but I am confident that rotting sea creature is not it. Well, maybe it is it, because that is part of what these membranes filter out. So maybe they smell good?
No, these are still good.
On one side of the membrane, I'm really glad we noticed because there is a small black seal.
Let's take that end cap off. I don't want it to go in this way.
There are a hexagon on both sides. Internal hexagon.
The seal
Yeah.
needs to come in this direction.
Oh.
It's flared in a way that means it has to go in from a certain direction, which of course happened to be the opposite direction. Luckily, that other end cap came off without too much drama. And now comes
now we can put
the
this
fun
back
part.
in.
Pressing that membrane into the housing. It came out super easy. Going in was not so easy because it has to crush that flared seal.
There we go.
Which in turn left a pretty cool design on my hand.
All right. Now, which direction did I have this?
That was going up.
Goes up?
And when I looked at it, that one
Goes up? Okay. I was trying to look at my bolts. Looks like it was probably there, yeah.
Now, before we get too carried away and start tearing into this second housing, we decided it would be a good idea to reassemble the first housing.
No, it's come out of this end.
Okay.
So on
but
go the
we
end
can get
caps
that with the-
and
with the
then in
rods.
with the 4 rods. There's a little bit of corrosion on some of them, so we had to hammer them in. I don't know if it was just too tight of a fit, but once we get them all in, then we can put nuts on each of these 4 rods, tighten them down, and then we can tear into the second
Look
one.
at this bottom right. I guess bottom left for you. Kind of crisscross.
And because we're feeling pretty confident, we're gonna actually tighten these down. Usually I would just cinch them down gently and then go through and tighten them all down at the same time. But I'm feeling pretty confident that we did this one right.
Here, trade me wrenches. I have more room to work. Last one. Cool. That's one. Looks good. I think all the sealing is done, by the rings in there. So as long as it can't explode out, it really doesn't need to stay cinched too hard. Yep.
And now on the second one, it's more of the same. Loosen all the bolts while David holds the other side,
Tapper go.
and then just hammer them out using the smallest hammer I've ever seen. Now starts the fun part. Getting this second housing disassembled
Fits too tight.
did not go so easy. Pulling the end cap off in the last one was pretty simple, and now that I'm watching this back, I think I'm starting to understand why this went the way that it did. Remember that flared seal that really only wanted to go one direction? We are now disassembling this one, essentially backwards.
Can you pull?
I don't think because we did it backwards that's why this happened, but you can see that black seal there, that as I pull it out, it really wanted to go the other direction. Regardless, we got that membrane out, and now comes the trouble of getting this black cap off.
Oops.
On the other side, I didn't even realize that it was really connected. I was able to just pop the end caps off. This side, though, is not so easy. I tried just pulling it off at first, and it didn't work at all. So now David's holding the membrane while we try and twist and pull, that didn't work, so I'm resorting to some tools. I'm gonna grab the vice grips and see if I can just pry this off.
Great.
Which, in hindsight, might have been a bad idea.
It was going too easily.
It was going too well, wasn't it?
It just sits in there, right?
Yeah, it has an O-ring on it.
And this is how it goes. It's always the last part, the last bolt, the last nut, whatever it is that makes a 1 hour project a possibly 2 to 3 to 4 week project. This small part, let's call it the nipple of the membrane, snapped off inside the black end cap. So now we get to extract it without damaging the very soft aluminum end cap or the fragile O-ring on the inside.
Yeah, that's all. Well, you want to cut it
Cut it
out
through.
and pull it. You think there's an O-ring in there? That's just this.
There's a little... All these other center ones have water flowing through them.
Yeah. So if you look in here,
Yeah, before we commit too far. This is metal.
that's
We
definitely
could
plastic.
heat it up, but I don't want to damage that O-ring.
Do you have more O-ring?
I mean, I might, but not. Here, let's go this way. That way it can't twist on us.
Now, while that hex wasn't that convenient to be on my hand,
This
it
way.
is going to be convenient to try to get this part out. Ideally, we'll be able to just jam the hex wrench in there.
Oh,
And I'm going to try and pull it up a little bit.
yep,
as we go.
yep.
And pop it out. At least that's the idea.
Oh, no way! Hey, that's progress, but what?
Is this still hex in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking off that nipple was unexpected. Breaking the nipple off again was also unexpected.
Try again.
And now I'm not entirely sure how we're going to get this out
I thought it was all
without
the way
doing
in.
any permanent
I think you
damage.
probably were.
We could just go till we strip it out.
I mean,
you're going to have to
at
do-
this point, yeah, we
right, you
might
gotta
as
do
well.
something, Yeah. No.
We made it a lot smaller. We could take all the O-rings off and just cook this thing, but it actually probably wouldn't melt. These are robust.
Before we dive into that, I want to talk about the sponsor, which is Henson. Jade and I have been using Henson razors 3 years now, just about, because this is basically like a lifetime quality, heirloom quality razor, because Henson is an aerospace company. They use all of their machining skills, their CNC skills, and started making razors, which is pretty cool because this is gonna last forever. And it uses a single blade, unlike disposable razors that use 3 or 4 or 5, where you have to kind of push really hard and it kind of irritates your skin a little bit and you have to use tons of shaving gel. Henson just uses one razor that is really securely held. It doesn't vibrate, it doesn't shatter, so then it doesn't, wave and dig into your neck or your skin. I really only shave my neck, and the neck is, I mean, if you're anything like me, the hardest part to shave, but with the Henson, I really don't have any razor burn. Thank you, Henson, for sponsoring this episode, for sponsoring this shave, for helping us stay a little tidier in our life. And right now, for my viewers, Henson is giving you 100 free replacement refills when you purchase one of these razors. Go check it out. Make sure to use the code ExpeditionEngineering when you go to hensonshaving.com/ExpeditionEngineering. So thank you, Henson, and now we need to go make more water.
Dingo boy, Dingo, wake up. I need your seat. Excuse me. Go on.
What I'm hoping is to loosen that part just a little bit
move
with
much,
some percussion and some wedges. That way I can basically just wedge the Allen wrench in the part using the screwdriver and the Allen wrench, and then we can grab onto it
Oh,
and
I like that.
hopefully
I like
get it out.
And lift up as you're going. It's coming up. Can I get it?
It's still in there. I don't want to pull it back in. Yeah, exactly. Just crush it. Yep. Nice. Woo!
Is it all out?
Yeah. All right. Well, throw it back together and see what happens. Worst case scenario is we'll just run one membrane.
The O-ring unfortunately did get a very tiny cut in it. And of all of the spares that I have on this boat, that specific O-ring is not one of them. So fingers crossed that there's enough O-ring left to seal up the nipple, and we can make good water. I don't actually know what the symptom would be if that O-ring is leaking, but my guess is that we would end up with unusable, undrinkably salty water. And then we get to do this whole process again, and hopefully remember which of these membranes has the bad O-ring on which end. 25% chance.
Here, you weigh a little more than me.
Sure.
Only a little.
In this situation, I always use olive oil.
Olive oil though in the membrane can still hurt it. I'll try a little bit of water.
You guys let me know in the comments what you think I could have used. I've heard that you could maybe use food grade silicone or maybe even mask grease that you use to help seal your mask. I just went for water. I figured that is very safe for the situation. Either salt water or fresh water. They're both coming from the Watermaker or in the Watermaker. And with enough pressure, it did work. So salt water.
Yeah.
Dress my wrist later.
Everybody's favorite part. You get to switch the tools from disassemble to assemble.
Is that going on okay?
No.
Unfortunately, my enthusiastic persuasion of that old nipple managed to gouge the inside of the housing. Luckily, it's past the O-ring.
Do me a favor. You control that Dremel.
So I'm not too worried about it because that seal, assuming the O-ring seals,
Turn it on.
is on the correct
Put it at
side.
2.
But it is preventing me from being able to seat the membrane nipple onto that end cap.
Oh.
With a little bit of Dremel work and Jay's expertise, I'm able to clean it up.
Thanks for letting me help in the project. I feel so important now.
You were. I could not have done that without you.
And, right, there's no fresh water, which is literally the entire point of this project.
It wouldn't fit back into this one. I couldn't fit this in.
It's because it wasn't going all the way into here.
Oh, okay.
And so it was never.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, next to it.
Blender flush there.
Yeah, that's fine. We can make that work. That's within tolerances. Good. We had a little hiccup. We overcame. It may work. We don't know yet. Apparently, I haven't used these wrenches enough. Use some greasy hands on them. Rust on them.
Finally. Everything is back together with the brand new old membranes. So it's time to reinstall it. Bolts get put through the little half wall that a while ago Jade and I re-glassed to the hole. Hoses get reattached, cinched down, and fingers crossed. I'm going to start by getting all of the air out of the system. First with the low pressure boost pump to purge the air out, and I'm just going to let this run for a while I run around and check for leaks. Once I'm confident that there's no leaks with low pressure, I'm going to kick on the main pump. And then slowly, again, because this is going to bleed air, I'm going to get rid of all the air and get the pressure up to operating pressure at 900 psi. Once we're at pressure, I do one final check for leaks and it works. I know the physics, but I'll be honest, making water from disgusting salt fish pea water feels like magic. I love the taste of Watermaker water. I like it better than bottled water, tap water, I don't care. It is the best water I have ever had.
Ooh, it's loud in there.
Is it always like that?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot quieter when the bed's down.
Is it working?
Yeah, TDS is at 150, so that's really good water.
All right.
But I'm gonna let it keep running for a while, flush out all the skunk.
So that's pulling it straight out of the sea, right?
Pulling from right there, goes to the strainer, 2 pre-filters, then membranes.
Within just a few minutes of reinstalling these membranes, it is now producing clean, delicious water with a TDS, which is total dissolved solids, reading of 150. And if you don't know what 150 means, that means it is excellent drinking water, especially when you've been slowly dehydrating yourself while repairing the one device responsible for your rehydration.
Here you go, David. We were into that. Seawater.
I thought you always make somebody else drink the first glass.
I had some already.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good water, huh?
It tastes much like salt and olive.
No, only a little bit like fish feed.
That's pretty cool.
I actually think it's really good water. That's like,
So, good?
yep.
What's the flow through?
Right now I'm making 35 gallons an hour.
What's crazy to me is that this whole project only took 2 hours. And watching it back, that's actually pretty fast considering all that happened. But in the moment, in the heat, in the wind, in the mild existential uncertainty of having water or not, 2 hours was a long time. Before you go, I want to mention something that I think is genuinely really important right now. Being able to check the information you're being fed by media, whether it's social media or news sources. The amount of misinformation online is wild. The amount of AI is wild. No matter where you fall on any of these debates, there is always a blind spot, an omission, or incentives at play. That's why I like ground news. It lets you compare how different outlets cover the same story and shows you where your media diet may be skewed. There's a link below, and I do get a small kickback, but honestly, I don't actually care if you click that link. I care more that people stay informed and curious rather than trapped in their own echo chamber. If you find yourself saying, I only read this outlet, or I only listen to this person, there's a good chance you're missing a big part of the picture. We all are. Go shake your blind spots, be good, be kind. Love you guys.